back from executive session. It is now 7:47. And, yeah, we're back. It's open session. We've got item 11A, discuss and consider ordinance number 2022-0504, an ordinance adopting a chapter 380 agreement with the city of Pearsall. Council, what's your pleasure?
I'll move that we approve ordinance number 2022-0504.
Okay, there's a motion.
380 agreement.
Okay, there's a motion to approve the 380 agreement. Can I have a second?
Second.
There's a second by Councilwoman Talamantes. Any questions? Hearing none, I'm going to call for a vote. All in favor of ordinance number 2022-0504, please say aye. Motion passes unanimously. Moving on to item 11D, discuss and consider ordinance number 2022-0505, an ordinance adopting the Chapter 380 Economic Development Agreement with specifically CJ Real Estate. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 2022-0505, presented.
There is a motion by Councilman Gondeta. May I have a second? There's a second by Councilwoman Hernandez. Is there any questions? Hearing no questions, I'll call for a vote. All in favor, please say aye. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Now, item 11C, discuss and consider the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of the city manager. This is an action item. May I have a motion, please?
Motion.
We're going to motion to do what?
I move that we extend the city manager's contract to 3 years.
Okay, so there is a motion on the floor under item 11C to extend the city manager's contract for 3 years. Do I have a second?
Second.
There is a second by Councilwoman Hernandez. City Secretary, please note, Councilwoman Leal just entered the room at 7:50. There's a motion and a second. All in favor? Please say aye. Motion passes.
Also?
Jim, was that a positive or a negative?
That's positive.
Okay. Motion passes unanimously. Okay, motion to adjourn. No, just kidding. Okay, with that, thank you very much. Congratulations, Fred.
Thank you.
All right, item 12, staff reports. Item A, I want to commend the staff on their putting reports. Chief, do a very good job. Hector, Crystal, library, these are very informative. Municipal judge. So staff, look these over. If you have any specific questions, please ask.
Mayor, I want to hand this out real quick. This is not part of the staff report, but I do want to commend, and again, the staff does a good job. This is something that we're going to be pushing out, and I think you guys have done a really good job, in my opinion, of putting this together. And we'll be pushing that out to the community, people that will be, but it's just a little small brochure of some of the events, some of the things we're doing, and it gives you, just basic information. So it's all, I think she did a good job of putting it together. The other thing that we're not going to discuss at this meeting, but if you look there at the very bottom, City of Pearsall, I like the little slogan at the very bottom. Something to discuss maybe at the next meeting, and looking at our city logo.
A taste of the country life?
Consider, we'll talk about it later. But I think the brochure itself is, we could probably talk about logos and all this other stuff for days. But anyway, I think the brochure itself was put together really well.
Fred, you do know that we sell tacos on Canal Street, right?
Who knows?
Nothing. I'll talk about it when it's on the agenda.
All right. Okay, folks, is there any questions on our staff reports?
No, but I got a couple of items regarding the summer coming up, school heading out. If the library had any kind of programs coming out, being established, schools out there May 27th, which is 2 weeks from now. And then also if the city, Ramiro Otero has reached out to the school district about having summer school or anything like that.
I think some of those programs, if I'm not mistaken, I know we participated in the opening of the pool and there's an interlocal agreement with that. But I think about 3 years back, we cut a lot of that from the budget as far as summer programs. Now Jennifer can speak to some of the programs that you talked about that, Jennifer.
I will be holding the summer reading program as I do every summer. And, the kids are required to read a certain amount of books, or a certain number of pages, or a certain number of hours. And they report on the books that they read, and they get prizes. And I do programming all summer long. I mean, I do story time, a program for older kids, and a program for, I've tried to do adult programming, but it just doesn't work out. I've tried to do computer classes, didn't work out. But, yeah, there will definitely be a summer reading program for the kids.
Are we doing the summer program that we shut down due to COVID at the school?
The summer rec program or
The
whatever?
summer rec?
Oh, summer rec, that was cut, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we cut that in the budget about 3 years ago.
But that was due to COVID, wasn't it?
No, that was a cut that was made, yeah, when I first got here, yeah.
In 19.
Yeah.
Was I here?
Yes.
Okay.
So are we still doing the 308 agreement, the MOU?
Interlocal agreement for the pool, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, council, any other questions?
I have
Yes,
questions.
Councilman Hernandez.
I've been asked about the tire roundup, and a lot of people are putting tires out on the curb.
No, they gotta take the tires.
They gotta take the tires over there, is what I tell them, but, you know, they're thinking that we're gonna pick them up on the curb. The other thing, a request I have is that we seriously consider holding a Fourth of July ceremony, if we could, as a city, that we've missed out the last 2 years.
Fourth of July, thing.
I agree, I agree.
Can I piggyback off of his thing, 4th of July?
Go ahead.
I really would like to see the 4th of July. I know we usually do it over here by the library. I did it one year at the sports complex on the football side, where the kids and parents could bring a blanket and sit down on the grass, and the firework display was right in the front in that open area. But I don't know if we'll be in a burn ban still. So,
You do have a burn ban through June, I don't know if that's gonna be, lifted, for July, but there's a burn ban, at least through June the 16th, I believe.
okay, so but if the burn ban's lifted, I would definitely wanna have a 4th of July, just like Councilwoman Hernandez said.
You're talking fireworks, is that?
The
Well,
display, right?
It doesn't have to be fireworks, I said, just celebrate Fourth of July, so
Yeah.
if we cannot do fireworks.
Then we'll just
I'm
do
thinking that.
like booths and stuff, and people come out.
We used to have, kids come up and all kinds of
Or
stuff.
will we give out popsicles there like we did at the complex, and then invite our local little businesses to put our booth out at no charge, so we can all celebrate 4th of July out there with the kids.
All right,
And
Council-
also characters that walk around out there. Remember, we're coming out of, out of COVID, and a lot of these kids don't see it. I'm a mom of 5.
I have a dinosaur, an inflatable dinosaur. And if I had a costume for every holiday, I would dress up for every holiday. And CM has told me, buy the costume, but it's not really my budget.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, I've got the dinosaur, but the air compressor doesn't work, so I need somebody with no electricity.
We'll get Fred to donate out of the personal funds.
All right, guys, okay, moving on, Greg. Just real quick, I want you guys to look at the financial report. Just a couple of things to note here. The two most important items, of course, is how we're doing general fund, utility fund. Note that it is as of February, that's where we've got all our items posted. The rest of the report is as of April. As soon as we get through our budget, our audit, CFO is gonna be able to get that caught up where it's a little bit more current. But one of the big things that you can see, I know disturbing would probably be the utility fund negative. Remember, that's where we paid, the bulk, wood pile out of, we paid $275,000. So you can see, guys, that it's starting to get a little tight. Gas, everything else is kind of inching up there a little bit, but just pay attention to that as we prepare to go to our budget season. Of course, the really good news, so far, sales tax has been exceeding expectations, and so we believe that number is gonna be higher than anticipated. We're at 58% of the year, and we're about 10 percentage points over and above where we thought we'd be, so that's gonna end up a little bit higher. But wanna address these, financial items, just so that you're aware. Also, we continue to work on our 90 days and over. We're gonna be kind of turning up the heat, so to speak, on folks that are not paying timely. So we'll be addressing that and trying to get that number down. But any other questions, you can ask myself or ask Jackie regarding the financial report.
I got a question.
Fire away.
Are we seeing a great impact on with the gas prices soaring as they are?
Absolutely. Yeah, also fuel consumption,
Are we starting to use
not
the-
the consumption, it's the actual cost, you're right.
Yeah, the cost.
Yes, sir. We're looking at, I think in 6 months, we're looking at, I think we're gonna be pretty much use up all our line items.
So what are we doing to the budget to offset that? Are we going to start cutting in different areas or?
No, we're gonna have to, we're
Use the
squeezing on the
matrix?
other side, yes, sir, but part of that is making sure we hold the line. I can only say that, there's only so much we can do.
Yeah, budget season's gonna be interesting, so really
Now-
need to be thinking about that and getting ready. You all right over there?
Yeah, this chair keeps going down.
There's an eject button, make sure you
You
pull it
don't
up,
know
not
what time
down.
the meeting starts?
Fred told me 7:30.
right.
Also, have we discussed that, payment with,
Yes.
the
Yes,
Yes, yes.
yes,
Second.
yes.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it numerous times. What's your question?
about the paying them back?
Can you get with the city manager and the mayor
Yeah.
afterwards?
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
People were.
But we have been talking about it. All right, moving on, we've got, anybody have any questions about the bills to be paid? Bills over?
We already did it.
Okay. Anybody? Questions, bills? All right, general announcement. Just want to announce, guys, that on April 28th, we had a mock disaster. I think you guys all heard about it. Went really well. We had 28 different agencies responding. Community really got together, chief and a lot of folks from Dilly. I mean, it was really a good exercise and kind of indicated where we have some holes, perhaps where we need to work on. But we'll really be addressing that more at our next emergency management meeting, which will be sometime this month. And of course, you guys are always welcome to attend that. But anyway, a lot of people came down. It's really exciting because the state really does have a lot of support and different groups that can help in situations like that. And that just brought awareness to it. So with that, if there's anybody else have any other general announcements?
I do. I
Councilman?
just want to thank everybody for time well spent with you all on the council. You know, I really appreciate it. And I see good things happening for the city of Pearsall. And good luck.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
We got canvas.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Hey,
We need to fill some holes with some committee personnel, so get rid of some committee positions.
Our community service hours.
All right, next Tuesday, Mayor, remember, we'll have the canvassing, Julian can't get away that easy. Next Tuesday will be the canvassing of
Oh, you have to
what
come
we're
back.
looking at.
Told you.
So hopefully we can get our quorum there for the meeting on the 17th, that's next Tuesday. Bobby, part of the canvassing, Bobby, I hope will help out with the explanation, just make sure with the new council members and also the current council, that are staying on, explanation of the propositions they all passed. So I wanna make sure that Bobby, we do a good job as far as the explanation of the propositions of the canvas and make sure that.
So the people that are here in 2 years, they stay that extra year.
No.
No, we're out.
Only you
No.
get
Only the
Just
ones
don't
that got
So I have to run again?
elected or reelected.
Or 3 elections in a row?
So, yeah, Rachel and Ramiro are the first to do 3 years elected, and then everyone elected
James
hereafter
and
will do
Sonia.
3 years.
So those will be part of the explanations that'll be
man.
happening, next Tuesday. On,
We're almost done.
for police week is next week, please, if y'all can, on Wednesday, we're doing something for PD, sheriff's office, and school police, and other agencies. But that'll be, we're gonna have burgers and I think hot dogs for them on Wednesday. And the superintendent is scheduled for us to do that at the school, at the high school, I believe. And so we'll be doing that there. Graduation, of course, everybody knows about that. For graduation, please just, try to encourage everybody to stay safe. And then, hospital's having an event tomorrow. We're participating in that. And I think they're inviting some school kids. And,
No.
yeah, so we're having an event, we should be several booths out there at the hospital tomorrow. That gets going at what time?
At 10.
10 in the morning. And then we have the bulk brush and, everybody should have should have their stuff out by this Friday. So the brush pickup, the bulk pickup, that's gonna be still at your homes.
Mine's out already.
Yeah, we're hoping.
It's on
that
your
we-
street.
We wouldn't hope that that'd be the case, but we see people do it, but we would ask that they wait as close as they can to Friday. Anyway, we know that the tires have to be there, we are not gonna pick tires up, that doesn't be taken to the transfer station. So that won't be part of the bulk pickup, excuse me. So I just wanna make sure that everybody's aware that that's what's happening. One last thing on the streets, we did get the final executed document from the county on the streets, and so we're gonna work on the First Street as far as getting it squared away. That street, we're looking at paving, and then
What
We're
street
gonna
is
look-
that?
that is, what street is that?
By,
The one right next to
Dollar
the Dollar
Store.
General,
Yeah.
that one block.
It's San Antonio between Oak and Elm, behind
Parker.
And then we'll have
Oh,
the
yeah.
first task order, cost, we should have, hopefully this coming week, and we should have that information to get going on that, on the First Street, which I believe is, you remember the street, Hector?
The first one,
Yes,
San Antonio,
San Antonio Street.
between Elm and Oak.
Yes. We should have some pricing on that to get that going, hopefully this year, in the next, this month, if not next month.
All right, council, any other general announcements? If not, I'll call for a
Motion to adjourn.
There is a motion by Councilman Leal, second by Councilman Hernandez. All in favor, say aye. Aye.